Hello, this is Laura coming to you from Eat to Your Health with Carnivore. Now, what I am making today, it is Friday, October 20th, is actually probably more keto, but it is for our dog. He's a 12-year-old Airedale, so it's going to have some vegetables in it, which is okay. Just throwing that out there. Okay, so I'm going to go over what the recipe says. I never follow a recipe exactly. If you've watched me years ago doing keto cooking, never followed them. So I'll give you what they say to do, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is just called all natural dog food. So it says you can do 4 pounds of chicken and 2 pounds of beef. I'm doing 4 pounds of beef. I'm not going to mix chicken into this except for chicken livers. The chicken livers, it says to do 8 ounces. It says you can add carrots, apples, baby spinach, whole eggs, peas, plain yogurt, and I have Greek yogurt, flaxseed, olive oil, sweet potatoes, and mix that all together. So I'm going to show you how I do it. It is going to get loud, so I apologize. I will put out this recipe, on the description of this video. So if you like this, if there's other things you want to see, put it in the comments and I will absolutely do that. If you want me to look at your labs, recommend some lab work that maybe you need on the carnivore lifestyle, anything. I'm really open for absolutely every single item you want to discuss. Been a nurse for 21 years and I have no blushes left. So anything is free game. So I'm going to show you what I have, okay? I'm going to turn this just a little so you can kind of see food processor. So I've got the 4 pounds of beef sitting in there, no gloves because I forgot them. So what I'm going to do into here first, just because I want to make sure it gets mixed better than my last batch, is I'm going to cut up some carrots. I've done baby carrots before, but I don't like that they use bleach to wash those. So if I'm not going to eat it, for the most part, I'm not going to feed it to a dog. They are not 100% carnivore like a cat would be. So these veggies are not going to hurt them. And then I'm going to put, this is a tablespoon. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons in this because this is about a double batch of what I've been making him. And I can tell you, I didn't have it thawed out for him this morning, so my husband had to give him some dry kibble, and you'd have thought that we were murderers. He just acted like it was the worst thing ever. It was weird to buy some of these ingredients that I haven't bought in years for myself. Now, my husband does eat these. I wouldn't say the standard American diet, but he does eat everything, and it works for him to date. So hopefully it'll continue. But anyway, so I don't buy any of that kind of stuff. I don't buy vegetables. I really don't buy much of anything at the store other than baggies, things like that. That's about it. Now the burger today I did buy this week, not at the butcher, because by the time I got there, they were already closed. So he is getting 70-30 beef though, which is okay on the fat. You don't want to add a ton of fat. They don't require it like we do. So I just quarter these up. And then I hand mix it into the burger when I'm done. It calls for eggs. I do throw the whole egg in there for their calcium. He's gonna get the shells. I do have some farm fresh eggs in there, but I had 3 of those left, so I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna mix this really quickly, and then once I see that it's actually mixed like I want to, then I'll show you the rest of the ingredients. So it's gonna get loud. Throw the eggs in. Let me get rid of these apple pieces here. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I got 2 pounds of chicken livers, and I'm just going to throw in about half. Like I said, this is a double batch compared to what I normally make him. A batch that I've been making him last about a week. That is disgusting. Anyway. That looks like a scene for something in Halloween. All right, so I'm gonna add, and these are just frozen peas that I got at Aldi's probably 3 weeks ago. I think I figured out that per meal of him eating, it was less than $1. Yeah, it was less than $1. So that's pretty good. I also add some of the Redmond's real salt to his food because they also need those minerals and salt and all that good stuff. You know, it's kind of funny when I put spinach, baby spinach and stuff in there like that, I think, my gosh, I used to eat that. Not that I liked it, because I really didn't. I forced myself to do it thinking it was healthy. All the while I was still not getting healthy. And that was when I was ketovore. I was pretty healthy, but I still had some major inflammation. So I'm gonna add a little salt just in here. I'm gonna add a little salt here. Like I said, we all need salt and minerals, even congestive heart failure patients. Every animal, you know, that is out in the wild, they get to drink groundwater, which has all that in it. And we don't do that anymore, and it'd be unsafe really for us to do so because of what our environment, what we have done to the environment with all the chemicals. Gonna be loud for a minute. And it looks kind of gross, but I tell you, I promise you, he absolutely, when I open up the door and he knows I'm coming out with it, he just starts salivating. Like you'll see him, he's sitting there licking, and I'm like, I am more important than just a food. You know, it's kind of like if you're a woman and you ever breastfed and the little baby looks at you like lunch. Kind of felt like that. Thank God I'm past those days. Dump in those, the seeds that I put in there, those are going to help with the omega-6, omega-3s. So what I will do next, and like I said, I just put a good dollop of yogurt in there. I'd say it's probably 2 tablespoons if I was a guessing person. And about the same thing with pumpkin. And this is just plain. This is, of course, not got anything else in it. And then I'll put this in a little baggie and freeze it so that when I make it the next time. All right. I'm going to mix this all together. I will show you, and then I will get out of here. The jerky that I made this morning is just about ready. So like I said, this is gonna look pretty liquidy, but I freeze it and then I put it in like my, I have freezer bags that I use for our deer. All right, so it's gonna, like I said, it looks liquidy right now, but once it kind of gels with the hamburger, it'll be fine. Like I said, I did the whole eggs in there because of the calcium in the shell. So I know that looks horrific, going to kind of show you what this looks like. You don't have to do it like this. You can mix it all together if you don't want to get your hands in this, if it grosses you out. As I said, I've been a nurse 21 years. Not much grosses me out, embarrasses me, makes me blush, pretty much nothing. And I've hunted since 1977, so I've seen the inside of multiple animals. So this does not gross me out. I know some people it might. So, and this is just an option. Like I said, you know, I think you can do a raw meat diet. It's just that our dog is 12 and he's never done anything like that. So I just didn't want to really shock his system. So I did one that's more of like a keto type diet for him. And like I said, for the cats, that's one thing. They can do the meat, the tuna, the things like that, the eggs, and a little more fat. Our cats love fat. So this is basically what it looks like. And then I just put it into those packages, like I said. And I know it doesn't look appetizing for something we would eat, but I promise you, he absolutely goes crazy over it. And that's the most important thing, is just having him feel better. So anyway, that's what it looks like. So if you guys have any questions about this recipe, which really wasn't a recipe because I kind of just throw it in there the way I want. I'm going to add more salt too. Just let me know if there's a question you have. My email is also inside, up underneath, like on my page. If there's something that you don't want out here, you know, publicly, you have questions, concerns, anything, just send them to my email. I will absolutely answer you. I answer every single comment, every question, any emails that I get, I absolutely do go back to. I think tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to do that remineralizing toothpaste. I've got all the stuff for that. And then I think next week I am really going to hit hard on a supplement called K2D3. And I know some of the hardcore carnivores that are the carnivore police are going to say, you don't need any supplements. I don't care. I've been doing them for 22 years. My bone density went from a T 3.5 to a 0.01 within a year of taking K2D3. So I don't really care if K2 is in eggs and meat and D3 and whatever. I don't care. I'm still going to do this. I haven't had any bad side effects of taking it and eating this way. And I've been doing this for the carnivore for 4 years. So I think it would show up on my labs if I was overdoing anything. And they're absolutely perfect. So I don't have any problems with that. So that's where I'm going to go. So anyway, you guys have a good rest of today. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And I will be making that remineralizing tooth powder. So have a wonderful day. Remember, meet, heat, eat, and repeat.